Hello everyone, welcome to the channel and have a nice day. Here in Greece it's a holiday and there is a lot of sun out there, but also we had like one day before the epic quest of Eternals. Yeah, I know the hype was real hard, everyone was looking forward for it. And yes, doesn't seems like there is the expectations are meet the actual content we get. Everyone was thought that that could be huge, but we get like an epic quest. It's like three epic quests, the one that you could pay, then two for free. And for free saying, I mean, you have to, in the first one with SERSI, you can go, straight forward and play with her. Icarus, you have to have him tier 2, and with Makari, you just want the crystals. I mean, it's really cheap, it's okay, but pretty much you need some time to do this, to go through these quests. And Cersei's quest, it's kind of easy. You need to play some timeline battle, but pretty much I'm gonna rumble it this for you. It's pretty much three uniforms for two existing characters, Cersei's and Icarus, and Makari's uniform. You have to build Makari, even if you get him for the epic quest, you're getting him as rank 1. So you could consider spending some rank up tickets on him, because the bios you're getting, it's not infinite. So you want to keep your bios for his gears and put like advancement ticket on him. The advancement ticket, it's the cheapest thing. You're getting once per month, just if you log in. So I started with Cersei's, but pretty much I figure out it's pretty much the same. If you want to build the character, if you want to go gear 25 with her and awaken, it's pretty much the same. You have to pay all the materials in front, and in the end of the epic quest, you're gonna get her awaken, potential, transcendent, and everything gonna be fine. She's really cool. I played a bit with her. I'm gonna showcase her in this video, and I don't have built her so much, but I did her uniform at Mythic, and you can see the options are pretty bad. Magneto, no one's used him. Scarlet Witch, old uniform, no one's used me. Luke Cage, only for PvP. So yes, he's really good, but it's only for PvP. Agent of Asgard, it's like 3 years old uniform. And Ghost, no one wants Ghost uniform as an option. Yes, with the previous uniforms, he had like a bit different rotation, and I start with here, but I could advise you to start with Icarus epic quest. His epic quest is the one that it's the easiest to complete. You don't need to play timeline battle. You don't need to play something that it's 30 anniversary black version of Deadpool. It's only for PvP good also. So yes, they give him like easy options. Iron Man, that's the best uniform. Yelena, best uniform. Red Hulk, best uniform. But for this one, Lady Deadpool is the best. But if you want him for PvP, you should take this one, like Luke Cage's case. In Hakari uniform, I haven't the options. Pretty much you can Google them, but yes, I don't have unlocked the character yet. I haven't paid the crystals to go through the epic quest, because I go first for Cersei. And yes, I'm gonna showcase here epic quest. At the moment, it's pretty much basic. You have to just use gold, comic cards, like the previous one. Search for Celestial Color, that was pretty much a pain. But the good news is that if you already have the character level 62, you're getting back the materials. Like I took like 200 black antimatter and 1 million gold or something like that. Everything you're using to build them until 62 level or 70 level, you're getting them all them back. All the materials you're getting refounded if you have already the character level 70. So start the quest only if you want to build the character. Yes, I mean, If you are like a free to play, if you are holding materials for good characters like Moonstone or the meta characters of the game, like Mephisto or I'm not sure, Sentry, you don't want to start the epic quest and go spend some tier 3 materials on a character that you are not going to build. So that's why the update feels like super dry, because if you already have like 3000 TCP and EOD, you're fine. You could play the epic quest, you could run through a SERSI's epic quest and go get here, you know, Awaken or Icarus, tier 3 him. But if you don't want to spend your materials for these specific characters, you took nothing. You took like a middle month update that you can only do like you know, this thing here, event mission, pumpkins, spice bombs. It's cool, really cool stages, and yeah, yes, you could take some good stuff from this, but that's pretty much, you know, if you don't want to build this character, there is no content for you. And yes, that's the feeling for me. I feel, you know, even in Enter the Phoenix update, we took like timeline survival. I'm not playing timeline survival right now because I'm holding the energy. But yes, we took something that you could explore, but in Epic Quest, you just have to spend your materials to build characters and nothing else. You're getting nothing else. Only if you unlock Makari's Epic Quest, you're having chances to get the new stuff they put into the game. That's the artifacts. You know, there is artifacts, really cool artifacts for the new characters, and you can get them in rank 3 from the Epic Quest stage of Hakari. So yes, you can farm 3-star artifacts for the specific characters they put into the Epic Quest. So if you only want to build these characters and you're missing a Blast female Awaken character, yes, we don't have a lot, but yes, it's like Moonstone, but hero. It's like a Human Torch, but female, something like that, you know. You don't really need a female Blast type being Awaken. You got like Saron Rogers, or yes, she's tier 3, but still, she's really cool. And you know, the artifacts, this thing here, it's making her a PvP beast. But you don't really want to build a character, an Awaken character, like SERSI for PvP. Yeah, so it's pretty much useless for PvE. And that's the opposite of Iron Man's buff. She's doing more damage in the start of the fight, and the damage is getting lower after the 50%. Okay, that's cool, I guess. And for our guy Icarus, if he ends up being a PvE meta, and PvP meta, that thing is giving him a really good advantage, you know. He gonna do like 15%, if you have it 6-star, that's really hard. 15% more damage against supervillain, and you have 20% chance plus the total instinct with a math calculation there, and you can ignore target with all of your skills for 9 seconds. That's really cool for PvP. That's all. So SERSI and Icarus are gonna get something really cool for PvP. Makari also good for PvP and PvE, her artifacts, and the good part is that you can farm them for free from the Epic Quest of Makari. So that's the update, guys. Yes, I should close. That's the early review, you know. That's my vibe. That's what I get. That this update, pretty much, if you don't have like 2000 crystals and like 3000 TCP and TUD to spare, you can't do really much, pretty much nothing. So yes, let's find out here rotation. I did that. I'm gonna show you something here. I figure out that if you AI on and have all these, okay, all these guys follow you, here you can have them into this range here. Yes, and yes, the rotation for me, it's pretty much that thing, and is doing like 1529 hits. That's really much. That's a lot. And with your old uniform, you had pretty much the same rotation, but you could you wanted to have the 4 skill hits in the end. So let me show you what her previous rotation was. You were using the 3rd skill first, and you had more chances to get the accumulation buff. And yes, let's... Okay, this 5th skill, it's long. Let's take them down here. Let's all the mobs come here, and now let them come here. Okay, so you wanted to do something like that. Okay, I skipped the 4th skill here. Okay, I skipped the 5th skill, I mean. Okay, let's go again. You want to do something like that with the old uniform, you know? And yes, seems like the hits are less, and seriously less. So with that little thing, you know that you know, the new uniform has more hits, so it's better. It's better. Can't be worse, you know. But the issue here is that in Call Obsidian World Boss, or generally in World Bosses, if you have an accumulation buff like Sharon Rogers buff, you don't really want to. You want to get hit. If you don't get hit, it's pretty much useless. So you want to stay on your 3rd skill, and after a while proc. But you know, popping all these skills, it's really hard, you know, all these skills doing hits, so your proc is going into your 4th skill or your 5th skill, and you can't focus on doing the proc on the 3rd skill. It's really hard. Now I'm gonna do the same, but for the 4th skill. Not so with this uniform, the good without the uniform, the good is that you can do the 3rd skill. Okay, that was bad. You can do the 3rd skill and stay a bit, and after cast all the skills into your 4th skill and proc on the 4th skill. But with this rotation, doing with the uniform your rotation, you want to cast the skills first and end up on the 3rd skill. So it's really risky and not proc friendly. But let me show you what I mean. Let me do that proper that time, and yes, that's pretty much what you had with the old SERSI. You can see here. Let me play like 30 seconds here, and yes. Okay, I didn't get any accumulation here. I should go into like the toxic pool, I guess. And yes, the accumulation here is better. But still, you're seeing, even if I'm proccing, okay, yes, here is good proc. Yes, so in 34 seconds, I had like 3 bars and a half. And let me show you again the custom gear I'm using and all the gears. Yeah, generally, I have gear 21 through the quest. And that's why I started recording the video today, because I want to end up the quest, and you need to build here gears. So yes, I have this little proc 120, so 3 bars with good supports, but with no strikers. It's pretty much fair, you know, 3 bars for 120 proc and a character like 1 year old. It's nice. And let's see now with the uniform. And here's skills. Here's skills without the uniform, and with the uniform it's pretty much the same. You're not getting like a huge buff or something, you know, the accumulation is there. It was here is the charm effect. Yeah, you have a heal on the charm effect here, but they swap it and put it on the 3rd skill with the uniform. That's pretty much the difference. But you can see if I'm going if I go through this, you know, the animation is fantastic. She looks great. She looks like the actual actress, pretty much. But you can see here, she gets a buff. That's huge. That's really good buff. She's another support for World Boss Legend for only Eternal guys like Hyperion. I already have him tier 3. That's good news. And yes, the others, okay, she took a paralysis, she took the heal here I was talking about before, and 15%. The charm is here also. Yes, pretty much the same. There is nothing so special about here. But you know, if you use the old rotation, you're losing hits through the fourth skill got no much hits, like not so many hits like the previous fourth skill had. So you want to end up on her third skill. So let's see how this is gonna work. The bad thing is that her third skill got the accumulation also, so you're not having any time to accumulate damage through that. Yes, that's pretty much my thoughts on this rotation. I know it's kind of not that good thoughts, but yes, that's what I'm thinking. It's working for her, and yes, there is a lot of hits on her third skill. But you know what? Yes, here I procced on the third skill. Okay, one more bar and let's try again. I did a lot of bad rotations before, but yes, if you ask me, guys, if you have SERSI and you don't want to build her for awaken, don't buy her uniform. She is better without. But if you want to build her as an awaken character and with awaken skill, she is performing really nice with the new uniform. But if you don't want to build here, you don't want to buy the latest uniform for sure. So yes. Yes, here I procced on the third skill, but I had 0 accumulation. I didn't took any hit on that. And yes, here I took some hurricanes in my face, so it's better, So I'm starting with the fourth skill, and yes, that's more damage than before, at least, but yes. So you want to cancel all the skills really fast. If you don't, you're losing a lot of, you know, you're losing the proc really easy. So I can't really advise you guys at the moment. I mean, I can't say like, go buy this uniform, you know, this is not the case. As it seems, this middle month update was pretty dry for me, at least, and the content, it's not really where I thought it's gonna be with the Eternals. I thought that's gonna be huge, that's gonna be like a massive epic quest with new stuff to do. That's not the case. It's just another way to build some characters, and you need to spend the same materials. There is a list here I took from Cynicalex's video with saying all the materials you really need to spend, and it's pretty much that. So yes, let's cover Alex, and yes, that's pretty much, you know, and all these materials in Macari, you see there, you're not building the character in tier 2 or tier 3, so you don't need to spend tier 3 and tier 2 materials. For the rest, you need to spend the same materials pretty much. You wanted to build them tier 3 or awaken. So the content is that there is no content, it's just another way to build the new characters you took. The new uniforms are not really doing something in the characters that it's mind-blowing. The artifacts is really good, but still. The feeling of this update, it's pretty much that. That's all, guys. Thank you for being in the video, and yes, I want to progress through Epic Quest, and perhaps my idea flips, you know. I put an energy of SERSI and see if she can perform better with an energy because of the chain hit or raids, or I'm not sure. I'm gonna test them out, and I'm gonna bring you more content, more specific content with comparing the characters with the old versions, with the other characters, but pretty much at the moment I'm kind of stunned. I have to say paralyzed, you know. I was waiting for something really huge, and we took something like worse than a middle month, because there is no content at all to participate except if you want to build 3 specific characters. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment if you want to see something more, guys. Thank you for being here. See you in the next.